Week 15 picks. So starting things off with Thursday Night Football, we got the 49ers at the Seahawks. The 49ers are favored by 3.5 on the road. The Seahawks, they are sliding. They've lost 3 of their last 4, including their most recent loss versus the Panthers. So I got to roll with the 49ers here, and probably the best defense in the league. Brock Purdy, he's looked decent. I think defenses might catch on sooner or later, but I'm enjoying the storyline right now, and he's definitely getting it done. He's leaning on Debo. He's leaning on McCaffrey. Give me the 49ers to win this straight up, and give me them to cover that 3.5 point spread. Colts at the Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 4.5 at home. They're coming off a loss versus the Lions on the road. A tough loss for them, but they still have 10 wins. The Colts, they haven't been that good this season, obviously, but they've been a pesky team. This hasn't been a team that's been super easy to beat. Remember, they had a late lead on the Eagles and almost took down the Eagles until Jalen Hurts scored a late fourth quarter touchdown. So I'm going to pick the Vikings to win this one because I do think they have to bounce back after that loss versus the Lions. They really need to, and they're going to be at home, and it's a 1 o'clock game, so you know Kirk goes absolutely crazy during 1 o'clock games, and it's on a Saturday, so it's like literally the most opposite of a primetime game. Saturday at 1 o'clock, the most opposite of a primetime game, so you know Kirk is going to go crazy. They got to bounce back, so give me the Vikings to win. Do I want to take the Colts plus 4.5? No, I don't. They're coming off a bye. I'm still not going to take them plus 4.5. Give me the Vikings to cover. Ravens at the Browns. Browns are favored by 3 at home. The Browns have looked terrible with Deshaun Watson under center. He still hasn't gotten that rust off him from not playing for so long. The Ravens, we don't know who's going to be at quarterback for them. We don't know if Lamar is going to be ready. We don't know if Huntley's going to be ready. He was at practice today, though, so that is a good sign that he could be ready to go if Lamar's not ready to go. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, so it's a little early to tell who's going to be starting at quarterback. But no matter who is starting at quarterback, I gotta roll with the Ravens here. They finally snapped out of their we're losing and not playing really well streak after they barely beat the Panthers, lost to Jacksonville. They were not playing well for a little bit there. They finally were able to beat the Steelers. Defense picked off Trubisky 3 times, was looking good. So I got to roll with the Ravens here and give me them plus that 3. I'm going to have them doing the upset. Dolphins at the Bills. The Bills are favored by 7.5. So we know the Dolphins won the first matchup between these two. It was a crazy game, but now the Dolphins have lost their last 2, and Tua has not looked good the past 2 weeks. The Bills, they've won 4 straight. They're back to looking like the Bills we saw earlier in the season that looked like a legit Super Bowl contender. They're at home. It's cold in Buffalo this time of year. We all know that. So I'm going to roll with the Bills to win this game. I don't think they get swept by the Dolphins this year. 7.5. That's a big spread. But the Dolphins have not looked good lately. So give me the Bills to cover the 7.5. I don't know. Let's go crazy. This is going to be a statement game, I think, from the Bills. Falcons at the Saints. The Saints are favored by 4 at home. This should be Desmond Ridder's first NFL start, and this is a tough game. These are 2 teams that have been pretty disappointing this year, especially the Saints. Both these offenses aren't very good. But this is a tough place to go into and play your first NFL game if you're Desmond Ridder. This is not the environment you want to go into. It's going to be very loud. It's going to be crazy. I got to go with the Saints to win straight up because of that. You're going against a rookie in his first start. He's on the road. But give me the Falcons plus 4, I guess. That's a big spread. I could see this being a field goal game. So Falcons plus 4, Saints to win straight up. I think the defense will have to carry the Saints here. This is going to be a low-scoring game. This is not going to be a fun game if you like offensive football like me. Eagles at the Bears. The Eagles are favored by 8.5. The Bears' offense has been decent. Justin Fields has been really good. He's been really dynamic. But their defense, it hasn't been good. The Eagles' offense has been unstoppable. Good defenses are having trouble stopping this Eagles' offense. So I think this Eagles' offense is going to have a field day versus this struggling Bears defense. I think Jalen Hurts and the starters are going to be pulled at some point in the fourth quarter because they're just going to be up by that much. I don't think Justin Fields is going to be able to keep up with this Eagles' offense as good as he has been as of late. So give me the Eagles to win this one and give me them to cover the spread too. I think they're going to put up a ton of points. Cowboys at the Jaguars. The Cowboys are favored by 5. This is an interesting game. Because Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars have been playing really well as of late. They just put up 36 in Tennessee, and the Dallas Cowboys almost just lost to the Texans at home. They were not on the road. They were at home and almost lost. to the Texans. We have seen the Cowboys play down to their opponents at times, and the Jaguars are a team that hasn't been playing well like in the middle part of the season, but now is on a little bit of a hot streak here. They really got something going after being not so good in the middle part of the season. So with all that being said, I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win straight up. I think they will handle business. But give me the Jaguars +5. That's a decent spread. And with the way the Cowboys have been playing, even though they put up a ton versus the Colts in the fourth quarter, I got to go with the Jaguars +5. Trevor had 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards last week. He can keep them in this game, I think. Lions at the Jets. The Jets are favored by half a point. This game, the insanely hot Lions offense is going up against the insanely hot Jets defense. This Jets defense has been one of the best in the league this year. Recently, this Lions offense has been one of the best in the league this year. Who is going to prevail and get the win? I don't know. The Jets, they're on a little bit of a cold streak right now. Just lost 2 in a row. Lions are the absolute opposite of that. They've won 5 of their last 6. They're on an insane hot streak. Both these teams recently lost to the Bills. I don't know where to go here. This is going to be tough. It's an outdoor game in New York. It's going to be cold here. It's going to be like in the 30s and the low 30s during this game, I think. Do I want to go with this Jets defense? Do I want to go with them just shutting down or trying to shutting down the best that they can? This Lions offense. This Lions defense has been getting better and better throughout the season. Mike White is probably going to play in this one, but still, is he going to be good enough to do well versus Lions defense? Everything in my head is making me want to go with the Lions. I feel like they should be favored in this game, but I just feel like the Jets are going to pull off something crazy here. So give me the Jets at home to have a surprising win, in my opinion. I don't know why they're favored, and I'll take them to cover the half a point. Steelers at the Panthers. The Panthers are favored by 2.5 at home. They're coming off a big win versus Seattle. This Panthers defense can carry them in this game. We're not sure if Pickett is going to start due to his concussion, but either way, give me the Panthers to win and give me them to cover the 2.5 points. Chiefs at the Texans. The Texans are 14-point underdogs at home. Listen, the Chiefs, they were favored by a good amount versus the Broncos. They did not cover. They did not cover that spread. We know the Texans almost beat the Cowboys when they were playing with a similar spread like this last week. I think it was like in between 14 and 16 throughout last week. So I'm going to go with the Texans to cover here. That's 2 touchdowns. I do think the Chiefs handle business, but 2 touchdowns, that's a big spread. So give me the Chiefs to win straight up, Texans to cover the spread. I'll take those points. Patriots at the Raiders. The Patriots are favored by 1 on the road. Josh McDaniels is going up against his old team, his old head coach, his old mentor, Bill Belichick. I don't think Bill Belichick is being outcoached by Josh McDaniels. It's just not going to happen, guys. Patriots, give me them to win this and cover that 1-point spread. Cardinals at the Broncos. Oof, just big oof for this game. I would like to pick a tie here. Like, I don't want to pick either of these teams to win. I don't feel comfortable picking either of these teams to win. But if I had to choose one, I said I wouldn't pick the Broncos again, but they have a good defense or decent defense, and they looked good last week at times, the offense versus the Chiefs. They came back in that game. My mind is telling me to pick the Broncos, but I can't go with it. It never works out for me when I pick the Broncos. So for myself personally, I'm going with the Cardinals. I'm going to pick them to win. There's no spread here. I'm not touching this game, though. I'm not touching this game. Titans at the Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point favorites. Chargers coming off a big primetime win versus the Dolphins. Titans have lost 3 in a row. They just gave up 36 versus the Jaguars. And for that reason, I'm taking the Chargers to win. I think Herbert's going to continue to ball out, and I think he's going to shred the secondary that Trevor Lawrence just had a field day against a week ago. Bengals at the Bucks. The Bucks are 4-point underdogs at home. They just got embarrassed by the 49ers and Brock Purdy on the road. The Bengals have been playing really good football as of late. Joe Burrow is playing really, really well these past few weeks. Definitely hearing some MVP murmurs about him. I don't think he's going to win, but I could see him coming in 3rd place or something, or at least right now he's in 3rd place in my book. The Bengals D-line, is it as good as the 49ers D-line? No, absolutely not, but it's still decent, and we know this Bucks O-line has struggled. It's desperation time, though, for the Bucks, and I think I'll take them +4. Oof, I don't know if I want to do that. I'll take them +4, though, because I think Brady is going to be in desperation mode, even though they're still in 1st place in the NFC South. They want to get at least a 500 record, right? You want to have some confidence if you make the playoffs to not have a losing record. So give me the Bucs +4, Bengals to win straight up, though. They've just been so good. Giants at the Commanders. The Commanders are favored by 4 at home. The Giants have not won a game in a month. They literally have not won a game in a month. Their last non-loss was a tie with the Commanders. Now what's going to happen in this one? This game has huge playoff implications. That's why it was flexed to Sunday Night Football. The Commanders are hot right now. They're coming off a bye, but they've been hot the past few weeks. They're kind of the opposite of the Giants. The Giants started the season off hot. The Commanders started the season off slow. Now it's vice versa. The Giants are cold, and the Washington Commanders are hot. I don't know what to do with this one. I'm a Giants fan. I'll take them +4. I'll take them +4. I think this could be another field goal game. I mean, they literally just tied, so I'll take the points. But do I think Washington wins this one? I have to go with the Giants. I'm a Giants fan. I don't want to be biased. Like, I didn't pick them to win last week versus the Eagles or even cover the spread versus the Eagles. I didn't pick them with the points versus the Eagles. I picked the Eagles to cover the spread. I got to pick them, though, this week. I got to try to speak it into existence. So Giants +4 and Giants to win straight up. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Rams at the Packers. The Packers are favored by 7 at Lambeau. I got to roll with a man that has a dog in him. A man that has that dog in him, and that is Baker Mayfield. I can't go against him. He literally has that dog in him right now. You can't pick against that. It's like rules. You can't go against that. So give me Baker Mayfield and the Rams straight up and +7, obviously, if I'm picking them straight up. So yeah, like, I'm going for that crazy upset there because Baker's on a mission right now, guys. He has that chip on his shoulder. He's on a mission. He's got his swagger back. Make sure you comment your upset of the week for a chance to be featured in next week's video. Appreciate you guys watching till the end. Peace.